Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to Islam Voice. Today we embark on a journey that touches the core of every believer's soul. It is a journey of faith, patience, and finding strength in the most trying moments of life. The topic before us is one that every heart needs to hear at some point along its path. It is about learning to find strength in Allah's plan, even when life feels uncertain or painful. There are moments when things around us seem to fall apart. Doors close, dreams are delayed, prayers remain unanswered, or so it seems. Our hearts grow heavy, and our minds fill with questions. Why is this happening to me? Why now? Why does Allah allow this pain to continue? These questions are human and arise from places of deep hurt. But the answers, dear soul, are found in turning not inward but upward to the one who sees all, knows all, and plans with perfect wisdom. This message is not just for those who are suffering. It is for everyone who has ever wondered about the meaning behind a hardship. It is for every soul that has cried in the middle of the night and asked, "Where is the relief?" This message is for you, and by the will of Allah, it will reach your heart exactly the way you need. Before we go any further, if you are someone who seeks meaning, who longs for peace, and who believes in the power of spiritual reflection, then we warmly invite you to subscribe to Islam Voice. Join us as we explore the truths that bring light to the heart and strength to the soul. Your presence and support help us share these reminders with the entire Ummah and beyond. Now take a deep breath. Let your heart be still. Let us walk together through this powerful reminder, a journey into understanding how Allah's plan is not just perfect, but perfectly made for you. Understanding Allah's plan begins with the concept of qadr, the divine decree. In Islam, qadr means that everything that happens in this universe is written and known by Allah before it takes place. Nothing occurs without His knowledge or permission. This includes every breath we take, every challenge we face, and every joy we experience. Allah's plan is perfect, wise, and full of mercy. It is not random or chaotic, even when life feels uncertain. The Quran reminds us that Allah is Al-Alim, the all-knowing, and Al-Hakim, the most wise. He has created a system where every event has meaning and purpose. Sometimes we may not understand why certain things happen, but we trust that Allah's wisdom surpasses human understanding. His knowledge encompasses the seen and the unseen, the past and the future. This knowledge guides the unfolding of our lives in ways beyond our perception. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that knowing and believing in qadr is part of our faith. He said that what reaches us was never meant to miss us, and what misses us was never meant to reach us. This teaches us to accept with patience and trust what life brings, knowing that everything has been planned with care. Trusting in qadar is not passive. It is an active commitment to place our reliance on Allah, a concept known as tawakkul. Tawakkul means doing our best in all matters and then trusting Allah to take care of the outcome. This balance between effort and trust is what strengthens the believer's heart, especially during times of hardship. When we face difficulties, we remind ourselves that these tests are part of Allah's plan to purify us, to strengthen our character, and to bring us closer to Him. Difficulties are not signs of punishment, but opportunities for growth and mercy. Through patience and faith, we discover the deep wisdom embedded in every trial. Believing in qadar brings peace to the heart. It frees us from the burden of despair and the confusion of unanswered questions. It invites us to surrender with confidence, knowing that the one who planned our lives is also the most merciful and the best of planners. Life often presents moments filled with pain, waiting, and uncertainty. These moments are not accidental, but part of Allah's divine wisdom. The trials we face serve as tests to examine our faith and patience. They are opportunities given by Allah to strengthen our spirits and purify our hearts. When difficulties come our way, whether it is losing a job, facing illness, experiencing separation, or feeling isolated, we are called upon to respond with patience. Patience is not weakness. It is a profound strength that deepens our connection with Allah. The Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, remind us that those who patiently endure hardships will receive great reward. The struggles we experience are like a test of our true character. They reveal how deeply we trust Allah's plan, even when the outcome seems unclear. Sometimes the pain feels overwhelming and the waiting unbearable. Yet it is precisely in those moments that the believer's heart grows stronger. The faith that perseveres is the faith that ultimately triumphs. Every challenge in life has the potential to bring us closer to Allah. It is through the trials that we learn to rely solely on Him, turning our worries and fears into prayers and hope. Allah's tests are not designed to break us, but to build resilience. They remind us that our ultimate refuge and support lie in Him alone. Remember the words of the Prophet who said that no fatigue, disease, sorrow, sadness, harm, or distress befalls a believer except that it expiates some of their sins. This truth should give us comfort and courage to face any hardship with a patient heart. Trusting Allah's timing during waiting periods is equally important. The moments of delay in our lives are not moments of abandonment. They are moments of preparation, growth, and mercy. While we wait, we are invited to deepen our worship, renew our hope, and strengthen our connection to the divine. In all these trials and waiting times, patience and faith become our greatest tools. They are the bridges that carry us safely over turbulent waters to the shore of relief and ease. Our struggles, when faced with trust in Allah, transform into means of spiritual elevation and blessing. The stories of the prophets are profound lessons of endurance and unwavering faith. They show us how to face adversity with strength and trust in Allah's plan. Each prophet experienced trials that tested their patience and deepened their reliance on the most merciful. Consider the story of Prophet Yusuf. Betrayed by his own brothers, he was thrown into a well and later imprisoned unjustly. Despite these hardships, Yusuf remained steadfast and trusted Allah's wisdom. His story teaches us that even the darkest moments can lead to ultimate relief and honor when we place our trust in Allah's plan. Prophet Musa faced overwhelming challenges as he confronted Pharaoh and led his people to freedom. The parting of the sea was a miracle that demonstrated Allah's power and mercy. Musa's patience and courage in the face of oppression inspire believers to hold firm to their faith, regardless of the difficulties they encounter. Prophet Ayub is a remarkable example of patience. He endured severe illness and the loss of his wealth and family, but never wavered in his faith. Ayub's story reminds us that true strength lies in maintaining trust in Allah, even when life seems unbearable. These stories are not mere historical accounts. They are living examples meant to guide and comfort us. They remind us that pain and trials are part of the divine journey, and that perseverance brings us closer to Allah. Reflecting on these examples helps us see that suffering does not mean abandonment. Rather, it is a path to spiritual growth and ultimate success. The prophets teach us that through patience and trust, we can overcome any hardship and find peace within Allah's plan. In the midst of life's challenges, it can be difficult to see the strength that Allah grants us. Yet those who reflect deeply begin to notice signs of divine support and inner peace emerging from within their trials. This strength is subtle but powerful. It transforms hearts and elevates souls. One of the first signs is a growing sense of calm despite external chaos. While circumstances may remain difficult, the believer experiences a peace that surpasses understanding. This tranquility is a gift from Allah, a reassurance that He is near and in control. Another sign is the ability to step back and view difficulties with perspective. Instead of being overwhelmed, the believer learns to see challenges as temporary tests rather than permanent burdens. This spiritual distance allows for greater patience and acceptance. Through trials, many find themselves less attached to worldly desires. They begin to seek what is eternal rather than what is fleeting. This detachment brings freedom from anxiety and disappointment, replacing it with hope and contentment. The light of faith grows brighter in times of hardship. Believers often discover new depths of reliance on Allah. Du'as become more heartfelt, prayers more frequent, and gratitude more genuine. This awakening is a clear sign that Allah's strength is at work within. Recognizing these signs encourages the believer to continue on their path with courage and trust. It reminds them that every hardship carries within it a seed of growth planted by the most merciful. When nurtured with patience and faith, this seed blossoms into profound strength and spiritual resilience. Finding strength in Allah's plan is not only about understanding, but also about action. There are practical steps that believers can take to nurture their faith and resilience during difficult times. These actions open the heart to divine support and deepen the connection with the Creator. First, increasing the regularity and sincerity of prayers brings immense comfort. Salah is a direct line to Allah. Through it, believers express their needs, hopes, and trust. Praying with focus and humility allows the heart to feel heard and supported even in silence. Reading and reflecting on the Quran is another vital practice. The Quran is the ultimate source of guidance and reassurance. Its words provide clarity, healing, and strength. Meditating on verses that speak of patience, trust, and Allah's mercy can renew the spirit and inspire perseverance. Making heartfelt dua or supplication is a powerful tool. Speaking directly to Allah with sincerity opens doors of mercy and light. Even when words fail, the heart's silent plea is heard by the most compassionate. Remembering the beautiful names of Allah helps to center the believer. Calling upon Al-Hakim, the wise, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, and Al-Latif, the subtle, reminds us of Allah's qualities that are active in every moment of our lives. This remembrance strengthens faith and calms fears. Surrounding oneself with sincere believers provides support and encouragement. Community helps to share burdens and uplift spirits. It is a reminder that no one walks alone on this path. At the same time, distancing from negative influences that weaken faith is important. Protecting the heart from despair, gossip, or harmful habits creates space for spiritual growth. Above all, trust that even when the solution is unseen, Allah is already working behind the scenes. His plan is unfolding perfectly, even if hidden from our eyes. Sometimes in life, believers face moments when their hearts feel broken, yet they are not abandoned. This is because Allah's plan is always better than what we imagine or desire. What we want is not always what we truly need, and what we need is known only by the most wise. Our human perspective is limited by time and understanding. We see only a small part of the bigger picture. Allah, however, sees all, past, present, and future, and His wisdom governs everything perfectly. The delays, the difficulties, and the silence we experience are part of a divine design beyond our comprehension. There are times when the silence of Allah is not rejection, but a preparation. It is a quiet that allows hearts to grow stronger, patience to deepen, and faith to be refined. These moments prepare us for blessings we cannot yet imagine. Believers should remember that pain and disappointment do not mean failure. They often precede great success and mercy. Trusting in Allah's plan means embracing uncertainty with hope and confidence. The Quran reminds us that Allah is the best of planners. His mercy is vast and His timing is perfect. When we surrender to His wisdom, our hearts find peace that no worldly comfort can provide. In trusting Allah's plan, we discover a strength that carries us through every trial. It is a strength rooted in faith, hope, and the deep conviction that whatever happens is for our ultimate good. In conclusion, dear brothers and sisters, remember that you are never alone when you place your trust in Allah. Every chapter of your life is being written by the best of planners with infinite wisdom and mercy. Even when the path seems dark and uncertain, Allah's light is guiding you toward peace and strength. Your struggles and trials have purpose beyond what you can see. They are opportunities for growth, purification, and drawing closer to your Creator. Embrace them with patience and faith, knowing that relief and ease are promised to those who remain steadfast. If this message has touched your heart and inspired your soul, we invite you once again to subscribe to Islam Voice. By joining our community, you help spread these reminders of hope and faith to countless others who need them. Your support is a blessing, and together we can strengthen the Ummah with the light of understanding and trust in Allah's plan. May Allah grant you peace, strength, and unwavering faith on your journey. Wa Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh.